My niggas. No, it's a real bad man to talk too much, you know. Bars. Like 5 a.m. You know what I mean? I just put some bars together for you guys and just fucking call it the ending, you know?
Yeah, if you want to chase, it's there. Ice is in there.
So, it's your boy Casino Costa in the building once again. Juice Talk episode 2. You done know we're here. We got a bottle of Wisers. I'm with the man Adam Bomb. Bomb has like 4 albums coming out. He's a prolific hip hop artist. My first time hearing him was about 2002, but I know he's been doing this thing for a lot longer. We're gonna get, you know what I mean, deeper into fucking who he is and what he does, and maybe he'll spit a bar for us at the end of it. You never know. So you already know how Juice Talk was. So basically, we start Juice Talk with a drinking game, right? This one's called Bars for Shots. We got the fucking, we got the product, the fucking manager in the bitch, right? And my manager's gonna ask you some fucking like hip hop questions. He's gonna give you the bars and you have to end the bars. If you end the bars wrong, then you have to take a shot.
If I get it right, you gotta go?
And if you get it right, then I gotta go.
Fair enough. Fair enough. See how this goes, alright?
Alright, so Buck, what is like the first fucking line that we gotta get in?
First line's from Earthy and Rakim, Paid in Full. So I used to roll up, this is a hold up, ain't nothing funny.
Stop smiling, still ain't nothing moved but the money. Yes.
Alright.
I know we starting light, but it's gonna get wild.
Okay.
I'm juicing.
You done know? Yeah, we're done.
We're
doing it. We're juicing.
Cheers.
Next
is Nas, One Mic. Seeds watch us grow up and try to follow us.
Oh, police, something knocking us. Police find us. Ah, fuck. Doors and start knocking it. What is it?
Close. Please watch us
roll up and start knocking us.
Fucking Nas in your technical shit. All right. To
Nas. Boy.
I was close. You should take that just because I was close.
You were close, but I'm not taking it because you're close.
I knew it was police.
You're close, though. You was hella close.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to do another shot. But whatever.
I went to a fucking wedding with Tona, and I showed up about an hour later, and this guy's like, yo, you gotta catch up. I was like, man, I'll do whatever you fucking done in the time you've been here. And I go, how many shots have you had since you've been here for that hour? He goes, like 6. I go, I'll do 6 shots right now. I went to the bar, I fucking lined up 6 shots, bro. By the time I did the 5th one, I picked the 6th one up. I go, this is the end of the night, bro. I put that down, and the whole room just went boom. Fucking done. It was the stupidest thing I ever did.
Game over.
Alright, next one's Ice Cube. Today was a good day. I gotta go cause I got me a drop top.
Fucking West Coast. I'm gonna drop top. Fucking. Yo, I'm slacking, bro. I know. Fucking Lakers. Okay. What is it? You know what it is?
If I hit the switch, I could make the ass drop.
Drop. The ass drop. Fuck. I really should have listened to some fucking good music before I came here. Ice Cube.
That was terrible. I'm hoping that you get them wrong. I'm glad that you got a lot, you know what I mean?
Next one is from J. Rue Come Clean. I don't gang bang or shoot out bang bang.
The relentless lyrics, only the true hot slang. That's it? Yeah, the relentless lyrics. Is that it? The relentless lyrics? Close. The only true bop slang, yeah?
The relentless lyrics, the only dope I slang.
Oh, the only dope I slang, yeah.
I'll take it. He said the only rock I slang, rock is dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's Juice Talk. You done know some man ain't soft. So yeah, like, I'll take it still. You done know. See him bomb one that one fair and square, you done know.
I had to sing it like him in order to even get close.
You gotta word it out.
Next one is Snoop Dogg, Gin and Juice. I had to back up off it and sit my cup down.
Yo, you got the lyrics before that line?
Yo, that's...
I know Gin and Juice pretty well. I don't know that line at all.
I do.
You know that line? Oh, what's the line before that?
I don't have the line before that.
Is it Dre or Snoop that says that?
Snoop.
Yeah.
I had to back up off it?
I sit my cup down.
Yo, I'm taking this shot.
Tangerine Chronic, yeah, I'm fucked up now.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, you gotta make it hard for Juice Talk, man. I'm already drinking, you know, so. Super overproof Bombay Sapphire. I'd like to thank all the Indians. From me to you, you done know Daru Pique.
Alright, next one's Mob Deep Shook Ones. There's numerous ways you can choose to earn funds.
Numerous ways to choose to earn funds. Sun gets shot down, long and turn on. Yeah.
Okay, so exactly as some get shot, locked down, and turn nuns. You didn't get it right, but you're close enough, and I will take the shot.
Yeah. That's hard to pick halfway through.
Ah, fuck. We're going in.
Next one's Big Daddy Kane, Smooth Operator. Line is destruction from the exterminator, but in a calm manner.
I was a fucking Rakim guy. I ain't getting this one, man.
Line is because I'm a smooth operator.
Oh, I should have guessed that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
Right.
There we go. How many more
Big
is there?
Daddy King.
It's supposed to be 5 questions or some shit?
I asked for the 5. I got one more question. I'll give you an easy one. Wu-Tang Protector Net. It's the Method Man for short, Mr. Meth.
Move it on your left. Set it off. Let it off like a gap.
Yeah, that's it.
Back. Oh, okay. Fuck.
So, this is like, I want you guys to like, I really feel like this is a big episode for Juice Talk because I have the man Bomb with me, you know what I mean? And this is a big thing to me because as a young person that used to rap and I grew up listening to rap and I really take pride in Toronto rap, especially because, you know what I mean, it's a GTA thing and it's just about the home team winning sometimes. Even when the Raptors are losing, even when the Leafs are losing, Toronto still sticks behind them. Even when the Jays are losing, Toronto still sticks behind them because we rep for our people. So right now I want to show you guys how like when the man them connect and we beat to a Juice, this is how shit goes down. Look where the bottle is. We just like that's just the first round. Bomb has some albums coming out right now. He has like 4 albums, so I'm just gonna straight up ask him like what the fuck are those albums about? What are you doing on the albums? You know what I mean? Like what do they sound like? What's the difference? Like why 4 and like what's the difference between the sound?
So they're not all solo albums. I got 4 projects coming out within this year, this calendar year. The first album that's coming out is with Sprox, Big Sprox, a producer in the city. We do a lot of Freedom Rider shit together.
Yeah.
That one is coming out in May 2017. That one is going to be the official first album that I ever do. Everything prior to this has either just been like a street release that kind of leaked or just a compilation of shit that I did with other people.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. Second one is going to be my solo album, which is like with a ton of different producers. So we got guys from the States, guys from Canada.
You got Pops on there? You got Big Pops on there?
Big Pops I'm trying to holler at too for the new. I love Big Pops. Big Pops one of the best. He's done a lot of shit with Rich like together.
Yeah, man.
So I might get one of the ones they made together on that. But yeah, that's sick. I got a lot of good guys on that. I got Buck Wild from DITC and all that down there. I got just a ton of guys. Bibber 40 is on that too.
Oh fuck
so,
yeah. Okay, so this nigga, this because you brought up 40. This nigga was in a group called Empire. Right? Empire was some shit. There was like Toxic. Toxic was my nigga. He had some like out of this like crazy shit. This nigga his head was gone. That's the way I like refer to the man. Yeah. He was sick with it. Tech Man, Trey the Rhyme Animal. This guy, Scandalous. These niggas had some bars. But just the other day I was watching this Aardvark interview with Drake, and the man asked 40, what does the letters TRA mean to you, Drake? And then Drake was like, well, you know, it doesn't really mean nothing, you know, like, but I know those guys, but like, hey, 40 knows them, and 40's like, yeah, man, fucking Trey and them niggas, and he did like, that's how deep Toronto hip hop is, like the root of it. So people think that Toronto hip hop just came out, but like, man, have been doing this from time.
From a minute, man, and like, yeah, Trey is my right hand guy. Trey's on the album I'm doing with Sprox, and then Bibber 40. I always call 40 Bibber. That's what I've known him from since I was, you know, coming up. And yeah, the history is long, man. And 40, we could do stories all day just about his style and how he was always doing what he was doing now back then. And he was just sick with it. Yeah, man, all the best to that guy. All the best to all the Empire guys, man. We still link up from time to time, make our shit pop. But yeah, we got Trey's on a new album. Bibber will be on the other album, the second album, which is gonna be called On the Road to Riches and Rehab. Then after that, that's what it is. Actually, that line, which is sick, it's a throwback to the Empire too. That actual line is it's not even mine. It's my boy Pill, who used to roll with Empire too, who Run 'Em Up days.
Run 'Em Up, yeah.
He was the guy behind it. He actually said that line on the Road to Riches and Rehab. So I'm just saluting him for the title. And then the next 2 albums that are coming out, one is a group album with the Freedom Riders, which is me, Frankie Payne, Theo 3, Progress, Tona, and Sprox on the beat. I get them all? Yeah, I think that's all in one. So that's like a super group that we got going. We already have an album out before. This is the sequel. The first album is called Now. This one's called Again. You see the pattern. And then the next one is NBS. So NBS is Naturally Born Strangers, which is me, Rich Kid, and Tona. We did one in 2014. and it ended up turning into a Juno. So this is the sequel to that one. So those are the 4 projects coming out this year. All you do is show up to the studio and hope you hold weight with the guys. That's it, and that applies to Freedom Riders and MBS. So you know,
that's all. That's all it is. Like when you get in a room with so many fucking lyricists, my nigga, and like real ass lyricists too, not just like baby mumble. Like I don't know what the fuck you're saying. I'm gonna be real. I'm not hating on nobody's raps like I listen to in the club and shit. But at the end of the day, like I know what the fuck you're saying. But these are like real fucking. Like real goddamn lyricists. Like these niggas got fucking bars, bro. Like I was saying it outside on the bridge when we were smoking weed. Motherfucker, when I first met these niggas, I thought I had bars. Same, but if you think of your bars like a weapon, I came into the fight with a 22. These men them had shotguns, fam. And there was every bar that sounded like boom.
That's how we actually connected. Is that first time we met all the guys from Empire is we were all just rhyming at a festival at the exhibition, and anybody who ended up being in Empire were just the guys that it was literally you can't beat them, join them. We were just going in different. There was like 48 ciphers that were going across the property, and we would just jump in every one of them. And if you were nice, you were like you're in, and it wasn't like everyone was getting demolished until we hit Trey up, and then we're like boom, you're in.
Yeah.
I brought Toxic with me, so he was already.
Oh
in.
my God,
Scanless was there. Tech was there. So like we were just like, yo, all of us is in, and yeah, that's how it kind of connected. So yeah, man, those guys, I can't ever say enough about those guys. Without them, I wouldn't be shit. And I mean, I got privilege. I think if you leave a fucking piece of paper in a room with those guys, you're gonna have that paper be the best rapper in the fucking city. Just because you have that much talent around you, you're gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah, you have to. Okay, so like we were talking about earlier, like one of your lines, you know, we were also talking earlier about the boiler room thing, because I feel like you ate the boiler room thing, see? And I have like my favorite line about how like, you know what I mean, the evil person speaking German type shit. That shit was hard to me. That shit was hard as fuck. What do you, if you remember that shit, like what was your favorite line out of that boiler room cipher? That shit was hard, dog.
From that verse? I was speaking German, I'm an evil person. Ministers say I'm the kind of guy that heaven won't miss. I'm just underground. I run the town like a bull in Spain. Oh, I went off on that. I remember that verse. That verse was supposed to be for a record that never came out, man. And I was just like, I'm going to use it regardless. Then I showed up there to spit it, and I was just like, yo, let me hear the beat. And they just played this super fast beat, and I was like, I'm just gonna go with it, man. Nah,
you came on like fucking like murder. Like everybody professional as fuck, but when you came out, my nigga, you brought an energy. It's the same thing. Like I went to the fucking Chronic show the other day. I'm not like I don't critique shit. Like I don't give a fuck. My opinion's mine. You don't have to share it directly. You know what I mean?
I'm the same way.
Yeah. So like I went to the Chronic show and I felt like he was like a reggae artist, and the man just had the mic right here, and he just like. You know what I mean? The whole time, yeah, Chronics and my name Chronics, and it was just that's all it felt like. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that the music wasn't good. That shit was fucking right. His music is right. His performance, I felt like it could have been so much like more like Jurassic in a sense. Because when I think of like reggae artists, I think of like you know what I mean, like Dennis Brown, and those men had like a ferocity to their voice.
Yeah, they could hit the back of the
yeah, you know what I mean? And that's the type of shit. So when I think of like old music like that and like how the artists were, I still think of like the preservation that you guys kept within your music. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
like, you know what I mean? To bring it back to like because you guys still have that like, there's no mumble in it.
No,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's not none of this. It's bare this. You know what I mean?
I could fuck with both, and I got nothing wrong with the other side of it. But I see what you're saying too. Like the thing is this: I'm always gonna present whatever is not presented. I'm just a contrarian like that. So if you if for the next 10 years everything is bars, I'm gonna be the fucking mumble guy because that's just what I do whatever is needed, whatever's missing, right? And that's all it was.
That's a good way to look at it.
That's real shit. That's real shit. That was real shit. Yo, if nobody's spitting lines, let's come out there with lines. But then, you know, there was guys like you. There was tons of guys out there that were just hitting those bars. So we were just happy that there was people that could fuck with that shit because we thought we were the only guys doing it when we first clicked up. And then all of a sudden it was, mad people. Man, you know what I mean? So fucking, man, Toronto's got so much history, man. I love this fucking city. Like, I'm a stand-up comedian fucking head. You can ask my guy Joey, bro. Like I stand up as much as I fucking can, and I'll talk all day about fucking stand-up comedy, and I study it like a science. So one of the guys that I like is Bill Burr.
Bill Burr is sick. This is severe. He's like my evil cook. He's a stand-up comedian guy. He knows that. So y'all talk some stand-up comedy shit together now.
Who's your favorite, man?
Of all time? It's a tie, and prior to the tie, the other one is Carlin. And if you can't get mad at that. can't get mad at that. You can't get mad.
That was the best possible
Carlin
answer you could have ever
Pryor,
given.
man.
Look at that, like bromance.
This is all.
Yo, George Carlin growing up, man, just because I grew up with like such a, like in an urban environment where we didn't listen to Carlin growing up.
Well, that's the thing is you didn't need to.
As you get older and like this,
I didn't. I didn't listen.
No, but like this dude says, I get sensitive and more racist.
Yeah.
You know, I get more racist and sensitive as I get older.
But
And
that's
I discovered my like the white side of my personality later on in life.
Yeah,
George Carlin is speaking for every white person.
Goddamn, throw
that's not no, but he's the realest dude ever.
He shows
and you know what's
exactly what
funny?
he's saying.
Last night I was trying to watch Wanted, which is Richard Pryor's 1976 special, and it was fucking brutal. I couldn't sit through it.
Both of them, the reason why I rate both of them is both of them came in, and it's the same thing with Louis C.K. They all came in the game a certain kind of comedian, and by the time they were done, they were a whole new
Catch
fucking
a joke.
person.
I just tried to watch at my girl's house the other night, the new Louis C.K., where he has the first 12 minutes where he's talking about abortion.
Yes.
And no, I wasn't feeling that.
I did not feel any of that.
I did not feel any, and I like stand-up comedy. Bro, you know what? I rate Bill Burr way better than Louis.
But this is the reason why
for sure.
I rate stand-up comedy so much, because I'm an artist, a rapper, and because every rapper and every comedian have a fucking wavelength. Now, some people rate longer than others. A guy like Carlin started off here and then ended super strong.
Yeah.
A guy like CK, a guy even like Burr. Burr is not what he even was a special ago. It's still dope.
Is funny,
It's
though.
amazing. Money One podcast is sick. But they all have these curves. Same as rappers, bro. If you see a guy like Jadakiss is sick. There's no beating Jadakiss. He's dope.
Yeah.
But is Jadakiss ever going to beat a verse that he's already dropped? Is he going to make anything better than what he's already done? A guy like Bird's not going to beat anything he's already done. A guy like CK is not going to beat anything he's already done. They've already hit their fucking peak. You know what I mean? A guy like Carlin and Pryor, they both got better as they got older. And they just happened to die. That's the only thing that stopped them from being great.
That nigga's
so that's why I rate him.
Speed round. Okay, yo, so like the way speed round goes, we're ending it now. So speed round goes like, I'm gonna talk some shit. I'm asking him a question. And if he feels the same way I feel, then we take a shot. And then if he doesn't feel the same way I feel, then we take a shot. Okay, how do you feel about motherfuckers saying that Kendrick Lamar is the GOAT?
No. Is that the same thing? That's
Yeah,
it.
it's the same thing.
Do I need to explain or?
Nah, fuck that. You don't have to explain that shit.
Shout out to Kendrick. I'm not mad at you, but it's not you.
You know, you play games with your family and shit like that. Like, what would you say that was like your best game? Like, was it Jenga? Was it Connect 4? Was it Battleship? What was your game, my nigga?
Risk. You know the game of Risk?
Yeah,
Risk
dude,
is
I
fucking
sucked at
dope.
that.
I suck, but I love playing it. I love playing it.
Yeah,
I was just stuck in North
I'll
America,
myself.
bro. That's it. No, you didn't fuck with you.
Yeah, we fuck with it.
That's it. To Risk, guys.
To Risk. I couldn't.
It's not a game, it's a lifestyle. Don't try to start in Australia and make it anywhere.
So, like, how the fuck you feel about playing?
You should be at the beginning of any fucking election speech. So, like, they have like 6 questions for the fucking president, and then the 6th question is like, so how the fuck do you feel about Planned Parenthood, motherfucker? Yeah.
This will not make it past edits. This is the rough copy after I get married and she gives me her money.
I have no fucking, bro, your choice. That's it.
Shoot it.
Shit it.
Okay, can I talk a bunch of shit, dude?
That's it.
Winner. Ganyo.